Da, da, da. Holy shit, Sailor Moon! Hold on for a second. I gotta get up. Hey, look here, see? How about you and me, see? Go to the back and forget about Darius, see?
What?
Hey, what's up YouTube? Bo Art Take over here back with another action figure review. Today we have the animation color Sailor Moon from Sh Figuarts. Now let's get into it. Alright, so it's probably not a lot of brothers that can say they're in the Sailor Moon, but man, I've been in the Sailor Moon since my elementary school days. I remember my mom would have to wake me up, you know, for school and stuff, but after I first watched my first Sailor Moon episode, man, I was waking up, man. I was up. But let's bring her in for a closer look, take a look at the details of paint. She stands about 5.5 inches to the top of her bun. So I'm excited to have my hands on another Sailor Moon. I do have the crystal version, and that one was okay. I didn't really get a chance to get my hands on the original, the first release of this, you know, so I'm excited to have her now. I gotta say, first impressions, you know, from how she looks visually, she looks pretty good. I do like the colors, they look real vibrant. You got, not to go over too much of the detail, pretty much is what you see is what you get, you know, as far as everything. I do like the gloss they use for the boots. You can see the little moon on the boots, you know, it's got a white trim, which looks a little sloppy down there. Some bleeding going on right there. You can see a little blue still poking through the rib part of the bottom of her shirt, I'll call it. I do like the bow, the color of the bow. It's almost like a maroon type of color, which looks pretty good. It's got minimal sculpt work. Taking a look at the back, I do like the lines. They're pretty clean, so that looks pretty good. You know, the paint, for the most part, looks pretty good, except for the bleeding, where I showed you. And that's pretty much it, you know, as far as how she looks. You know, she looks good. Got the blue for the eyes. You know, her facial expression looks dopey, but you know, it looks just like how she would look. So, I mean, it looks pretty cool. You do have a bit of shading. I don't know if my camera's going to capture that around the ends of her bangs. I do like the earrings. Taking a look at the articulation, we have a ball hinge right there for the neck. You may not be able to see it that good. I'm not sure if there's a second joint at the bottom of her neck. Her head can move up about that much. Head can move down about that much. So that's all right. Got a little bit of tilt motion for the head. Actually got a pretty good amount of tilt motion. That's pretty good. So yeah, you can get a lot of expression with that. Here's a ball. I'll pop it out so you can see this side of my copy actually pops out pretty easily. So, you know, that sucks. But as you can see, it's just a little ball. You put it right into this part right here. This time around, the hair is it's a little softer than the crystal version I have, I believe, you know, so that's nice. I like that. But yeah, so you can get the hair to move around. Yeah, you can move it out just a little bit. So that's all right. She's got a full swivel for the head. Looks like you got a ball hinge connected into the torso for the shoulder area, so you can move it, shift it forward and back. So that's okay. I mean, it could be a little bit more than that, actually, but of course you got the flat motion, which looks all right. You can get her arms up about that much, so that's cool. You have a slight, well, you can get her, you're only gonna get your rotation at the shoulder. There's no rotation at the forearm, so, or the bicep. So you're gonna get your rotation right there for the shoulder. Elbows can go in about that much. And I do want to say that this copy on mine's, let's see if I can come up close and show you guys what I'm talking about. It's hella loose. Straight out of the box, it's very, very loose. Oh, now it's a little stiffer, of course. But yeah, there's a lot of floppage to that, you know, so that's very disappointing. You know, but moving on, it's got a ball hinge. Kind of went out of focus for a second. Yeah, but she's got a ball hinge. For the wrist, you know, you can turn that around and get some variation and all that. crunched back about that far, so that could be a little better. Not much as far as the torso area, but you do get a little circular motion with it, so that's all right. It actually looks much better doing the circle motion than her actual ab crunch, which can go in. Actually, I might have loosened it up a little bit. That's y'all getting better. SH Figuarts. That's all right. Look at that. So yeah, that's a pretty decent ab crunch. You know, for her, I'll take that back. You have two joints at the upper torso and the lower torso. You can get a swivel going on at the top, and you can get a swivel at the bottom, but it's stiff and it's going to be blocked. So you're mostly going to get at the top. You got your side-to-side motion, so that's not bad. For the legs, they still use the drop-down motion. So yeah, it's pretty stiff. You know, I'm going to show you with this one. Okay, so yeah, it just comes down just a little bit, and her skirt area, it's a little softer than the crystal version that I received, but it's still not that soft. So you're not going to get a whole bunch of range. You know, you'd have to like bend the skirt, you know, you can't keep it posed that long, but you can get her out that far. So, you know, that's not bad. That's enough right there. The back of her skirt, let me see if I can move this around a little bit. The back of her skirt is a separate piece. It's like, it appears to be separate from the front of the skirt and from the bow. So, you know, be careful with that. You can see it's starting to slide out a little bit. Single hinge for the knees. Goes in about that much, so that's not bad. And you get a pretty good thigh swivel too. You know, you just gotta loosen it up. I had to loosen mine up before. I didn't think she had one at all, but after fooling around with it for a little bit, yeah, she's got one. You got inward about that much for your ankle rotation. You can rotate at the ankles, so that's all right. These shoes are her feet are very small, so it is gonna be very difficult to actually get her to stand. You know, so she won't be getting super dynamic without an actual stand to hold her up. Foot can go down about that much. Foot can go up about that much. And you can get your side to side with that, and of course you can use the hinge and so and so. Keeping the legs all the way down, going all the way out for the splits. She can go out about that much. Legs can go back about that much. Taking a quick look at her accessories, she comes with her cat Luna, and Luna looks pretty good. If I can get my focus to focus, clean paint job. You know, it looks like a dark blue, maybe purple. It's probably more of a dark purple color than anything else. But yeah, she comes with a little bit of articulation as well. You got looks like a ball, simple ball peg, small ball peg. So she can move her head down about that much, move her head up about that much. You can move it all around, and you do get side to side. You also get a rotation. It's another ball peg for her tail, so she can come inward, come outward, and she can get a rotation around on that. Also comes with a moon stick, I believe this is called. As you can see, it's got some tiny colors at the center of it. Yeah, so it's like a pink, green, and red. And then you can see a little star too right there on it. The paint is not as clean as I'd like it to be. You know, you can see some little pink going through right there. But it's all right. For face accessories, I'll just leave them in the package for now. You see she's got her crying face, which looks good. The paint looks fairly good on that one. Looks all right. You know, I recognize that face from the cartoons. Then you have her more angry look. You see her eyebrows are kind of furrowed, curved inward. She's got her mouth open. You know, this one's painted all right too. I like that one. And then you have this one, which is more of a stern look with her mouth closed. And unfortunately, I'll point this out for you right quick. I'm sure you've already seen it. She's got a paint mark right there on the bottom of her chin, which is disappointing. You know, with her complexion, you know, I can't really use that face. I don't know, maybe I can try acetone, but I've never really tried that, so I don't know if I should risk it. She also comes with her display stand. And the design on this one looks alright. You can see some information down there at the bottom. You can see the image of her right there, looks alright. And there's the stand for it, the teeth. You know, these probably will only fit the Sailor Moon figures and like maybe Jack Skeleton or something. For the hands, I'll start off with what she already has on her. As you can see, she's got a fist hand already, and she has this looks like maybe a pointing / beckoning type of hand. I think I've seen this hand before in the cartoon, but I can't remember exactly like what's the command for that. It also comes with 2 splayed out magic hands, you know, which looks all right, real tiny. She also comes with what I'll call a shot hand. I know she uses this hand to perform some of her magic moves. I think this is actually to hold her tiara, maybe when she does her tiara attack. And then you have this hand, which I'm having trouble trying to turn around. But yeah, it's like her rock on hand. I know she uses this one and like I think she's getting maybe catapulted or she's like hurrying away or something like that. She comes with a style pose hand, and I'm sure this is one of the hands that she uses for one of her commands. And this one is kind of a fist hand, but it's got a hole in it, which you would use for your moon attack. What is that damn thing called? Then the last accessory she comes with is an alternate fist hand. Taking a look at it up close, there's not a lot going on at all with it. It looks almost weird. Look at her packaging. There's a plain energy to it. You know, you see the image of the figure right there, which looks alright. You got a lot of designs on it, a lot of logos and stuff, which looks cool. But the package color itself is like kind of like a pale peach color. Here's taking a look at the side of it. Picture of the figure. You got your back stuff going on. Some more images of the figure. That looks cool like that. You got some warnings at the bottom. Here's the other side. There's the bottom. Here's the top. For your face plates, real simple to swap that out. You just grab the bang part and you just kind of wiggle it out. The whole thing came out of there, huh? Grab the face that you want to replace it with. Put it in right there. Push it in, nice little snug fit. Grab your bangs, and you just kind of put them in that part right there.
I've always loved you, Darius, and now it's too late.
Kicking it off with some size comparisons, we have some other characters from the line. We have your SH Figuarts Sailor Moon Crystal, and we have the Sailor Neptune. Here's a quick look at both of them side by side. Even though this isn't the first release, I do still like this Sailor Moon Crystal right here. But I will say that this new one, you know, it does look a little more accurate to the anime, you know, but this other one, I do like it too. It looks more mature, I guess I'd say. Next, from left to right, we have it next to Sailor Pluto, and then we have Sailor Saturn, and then to your far right, we have Sailor Uranus. And from all of these figures, out of all the figures that SH Figuarts has released, I gotta say my favorite figure out of all of them would be Sailor Uranus. I'm not sure exactly why. I just like her outfit. And they finally got it as far as the soft, like the movement, the flexibility of the skirt piece. But the later ones that were released, you know, they were a little soft too. But I think they just got it right with Sailor Uranus. Next here we have next to the McFarlane Inferno figure and an X-23 from Marvel Legends. Next here we have next to the DC Essentials Batgirl figure and the NECA Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtle Michelangelo figure from the movie. Next here we have next to the Arbones NYC the Specimen figure and the SH Figuarts Sagat figure. And lastly, here we have him next to the Mayfex Cyclops, the Storm Collectibles 2020 exclusive Helmaru figure, and the Kotobukiya Zero model kit. So final thoughts on this figure. As far as the paint goes, she does have a little bit of bleeding up just above the skirt area, which was disappointing. There are some lines that are painted white that aren't as clean. She could have used another layer just above the skirt area. For the articulation, her joint at the arm, the elbow area, it's loose, you know, so straight out of the package. So that sucks, you know, that's disappointing. But other than that, her articulation is fairly decent besides the fact that she can't really stand that well, you know, with her small feet. Her accessories wise, she does come with a pretty decent amount of faces. You know, you get all the faces that you need pretty much. You get most of the hands that you need. You know, you got a pretty good amount of options with that. She comes with Luna, but we already seen her before, you know, so that's good. And she comes with her moon stick. I could if I was to suggest something, she could have came with maybe that other one. What was it called? A Kaleido Moon stick or Kaleido Moon stick, something like that. But she could have came with that. You know, I'm not sure if we've seen that before. You know, so that would have been nice. You know, other than that, like, I think her accessories kind of fall short. Like, we haven't received an energy type of effect from Sailor Moon. Sh Figuarts released a couple of their Super Sailor figures, and some of those did have some energy effects, but we have yet to receive an energy effect for Sailor Moon, so that would be nice. You know, I could get her into some more type of action. Ultimately, I would say, yeah, I would recommend this figure, but only if you have to get the animate colored version. Other than that, if you already have the original version, you're not missing much. You know, there's nothing to write home about. You know, but this figure does look cool, and I am glad I got her. And she wasn't that pricey. You know, I'm in a range of like $50, so you know, that's not too bad compared to other things these days. So that's my video. If you liked the video, give it a thumbs up. You didn't like the video, give it a thumbs down. Subscribe if you haven't to stay tuned for more content. Till then, peace.